All right, welcome to RezoBiz, part 2 of the Meredith geeking out videos. This is the number 12. Now that you know from the last video, number 12 of the of Meredith's build. It was cool because last week after we did the video, he reached out and let me know a few things about, and I'd mentioned things about the kerfing in the build. And he said he was buying it, and then later in his later model switched to that style kerfing, a few other things. But it was really cool to see Meredith respond on some of the comments. So some fun things have happened, and now we're gonna build it, or not build it. We're gonna do the setup on it, and I was thrilled listening to the video. As soon as it gets set up and the strings get on it, to hear the bass in that number 12 of a Meredith, and it's like, wow. I love it. I love it. I'm excited. Hope you enjoy it. Here we go. Hi, I'm Byrl with Byrl Guitars, and this is RezoBiz, where everything is greater with the resonator. Here's I guess an older style. I've seen them put on different ways, but this is there you go. In my opinion, anything that has to be stuck to it is, I mean, this is my opinion, maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's why the Fishman went with putting the wires under the saddles. And anything that has to be stuck to the cone or spider is deadening it. It's like holding your finger on it while you're picking it. Oh, anyhow, very interesting. It's so cool to get to see this thing. Just so much to take in. I mean, I'm looking at this. I'm pretty sure that's a compression from the braces. The type of way he braced it or pushed down the pressure. It's like some sort of clamp that he used to press down to hold that thing down while it glued, dried. Alright, here's something that drives me crazy, and I don't know what the purpose is, if it is on purpose, but I think it is. And I've seen this a few times in some of the Merediths. But also it's a dobro thing. But the cone, these cones anyhow, don't fit. You say, well, how did you have a cone before? You have to trim it. I'm not trimming it. I am not trimming it. I will trim. You can see there's a difference in the size of the ledge here and back here. So I'm going to router that back a little bit, and we'll get that thing so that I'm just going to lay it in. Now, one thing I better do is check and make sure my distance is right. Okay. There we go. Much better. So I'm looking at this, and I'm wondering, honestly, if maybe it didn't have a different kind of pickup in it before. So some of the cone and the saddles may not be an original to the build. They're definitely a Meredith thing, but I've seen, this is that foamy stick stuff. Something was glued on here, or stuck down with double stick like foam, and it makes me think it's one of those things that catch a wire. So they had some electrical stuff wired in. Maybe they had a different kind of pickup. So who knows what's been done, but you know, so maybe some of that cone and measurements off that, spacing and stuff off the spider, and the spider may not be original. I don't know. But it is a good spider. Number 14. But needs some more leveling. But we'll get her worked out. It's still really cool. I love it. It's just so weird to see that like that. Alright. Alright, here's something interesting. I'm making him a new nut. This is the early nut, I guess. And I'm putting this mark, or this string slot. Well, I guess I could do it the other way. Right there with that one. So the base to the base. See how far off they are? He had full width nut, but he had a real narrow spacing. And this mark now, you say, well, why are you changing his spacing? No, because this is his early one. And this is his older one. This one, a lot of people copy this. I use this a lot, very much. Mine are slightly modified, but I use this a lot. That's what I call Meredith spacing right there. So anyhow, it comes off of his older or later dobros. Say, well, you don't have the cover plate on it. I know. I gotta make sure I can't get to the slots if I do. So I gotta. Alright, so I've had to fine tune the slots. There's like problem. I was like, I don't know. It's almost like I got out of a rhythm a little bit in my cutting. My slots weren't good, so I had to go back and kind of, well, I did. I roughed it out and expected something to be nicer than it was. But anyhow, I got that. So, and then I'm going to test the, let's see, where's my bar? Okay, so and I wish I'd have videoed it, and I didn't, but I had a buzz down here and I could not find it. And I should know better, but I could not find. I haven't heard it do this bad in a while. But it was definitely on this D string, and I was checking. I thought I had a leg that was high, or something under here touching, or I was checking everything. I'm turning the cone and I did all sorts of stuff, but this thing was buzzing bad. But you could hear it right there. And after I did all that stuff, I thought, oh, I better check up here. And I pulled this string up out of the slot and hit it, and it was gone. And it was just the slot of this nut. And it's so weird how the problem can be here, but you hear it. I mean, I put my ear up here, you couldn't hear nothing. I put it down, and you play it, and it's got to be in here. I mean, it's almost like it's like it was underneath the saddle or the tailpiece. But it wasn't. It was simply right here. So there's a little tip for you that when you're looking for a buzz, just pull the string out of the slot and hit it, and if it goes away, it's a string slot here. So this is heavier built than the other one, and I can hear it. It's not sounds pretty good, but and for number 12, it's fantastic. But his other one, which I wish I had it here, is a Canon, and it's a Rose. It's the same guitar, has round holes, but it doesn't have. I put a pickup in this, which reminds me, I better check that. good there. So I put a pickup in it. And saddles in these pickups, they're not as nice. The material is not as nice as the my clear tone saddles, or I even think a lot of the other composites that are used. There's just a little. It's not bad, but I prefer the other a little bit more. But he's going to use this as a. Well, he's going to plug in a lot with this one, where the other one's set up for just to be acoustic. So he's got a lot of options. This sounds just fine plugged in. But it'll really sound different when we get the cover plate on. You'll get the real sound of it. Okay, so here's one more time. Just put these picks on. And of course, it's hard. You gotta put your hands somewhere, and if you're touching the strings, kind of muting it. So that's the sound. It's pretty close to the sound. Well, it is the sound of a number 12 Meredith without the cover plate. Let's put it on and see what that sounds like. Hopefully that'll carry over. That sounds better. Very nice, very clear. Sounds a lot better. Sounds a lot better. It's a nice instrument. Very nice. Number 12. He was on it. A lot of setup stuff. The nut was way weird, but man, I don't know when I've got my stuff straightened out. But his saddle's nice, but of course it may have been changed, I don't know, but his nut, pretty sure that was original. And the time, it took me quite a while. I wish I could see some. I should have kept my very first dobro. I changed it later. I learned. I don't know. I don't think I have that nut anymore. That was a wreck. That was a train wreck. I didn't know anything about it. There was a lot of funny things about my first dobro. I opened up my first dobro after, I don't know, after I'd done my third, fourth, I don't know, it'd been a little while. And I don't know why I took it apart, but I took it apart. I wanted to see inside. There was still sawdust inside of it. It wasn't just junk, but it was chunks of when I was working on it. I was so excited to put that thing together. I kind of did it before, and then I was playing it then, so why take it apart? But my first nut, the spacing was a train wreck. I was more worried about just getting it to sound right and it was hard to cut the slots. I didn't have tools. Man, I'm trying to think what I even used. Some sort of file I bought from hardware store, something like that. I don't remember, but it was gnarly. And then later I remember I changed the nut, I believe. And then but still, I think I was in my 20s or something on my guitars, or farther, probably farther, before I really started getting them straight. And still, I had a little bit of fit with this first one. I had it off a little bit. It's still hard to get them exact. I got to do another couple hundred, and then maybe I'll be really good at it. But I think I got this one down pretty good. Sounds nice. I really like it. There was a different tone to it, but it's got a good tone. Especially the first string, and I wonder if that's me, but might mess with that some more. But the first string's a little off, but there's a bigger tone that I'm used to hearing out of Meredith or my guitars. Sounds good, but not got quite the deep rich. But the rest of these are real clear, and it is sweet to play. It's nice, real nice. Makes me want to build another rosewood. Yeah, how fun. Thank you for watching the video. And I was doing a weekly. I can't keep up with it. I got too many things going on, too many builds, and I have a wonderful build that I want to do with you. Keep watching. It'll come out. And we're going to do a special haven't seen a dobro like this type of dobro. And then I got one. It's going to be a new model, and I got all sorts of stuff I want to share with you. So just keep watching. I don't know when they're coming out. Just trying to, life gets busy. I got music camps and shows and different things and regular church camps to do. So life gets nuts. I can't keep up with it. And this year is insane with all the stuff I've got to do. So just keep an eye out. I don't know when the videos will come out, but thank you for watching this one. You have a wonderful rest of the year.